Okay, so this is my next ambition for the app. First of all, I made a couple of changes. Let me show you. Um, Obviously, this is a series, and I'm calling it. What was I going to call it? Oh yeah, Vue Jam. Jam stands for JavaScript APIs and markup. This is the markup bit. I'm looking at now. So here's the app was added a title. So you can see an all local QR code reader, because that's what it runs on. And this is the, could change this for the JavaScript version, then it would be is it greater than G. Yeah, just to let the formatting work. I mean, it works fine on the website. So I added this title and made and a link to the video series that I'm putting up to show how it's made. And I was thinking it'd be really nice to also include the QR codes, or a way to generate the QR codes again. So you could show a QR code. That way you can replay them if you need to show them to something else, like a different app. So I'll just make a button here. Actually, let's have that whole button. And so at click. Oh look, there's one. Show. Let's call it show QR so it's obvious. And I don't know if I can put the parameter in there of the item. But might be able to. Oh yeah, and also added a beep. So when it scans a QR code, it beeps. Let me show you that lovely bit of code down here. Very simple. Let's just define the sound and then play it. I'm defining the sound each time it gets decoded, which is maybe some like memory usage, but yes, actually I think I'll take that out of there and put it in here. So it's not defined every time it gets used, it's just defined once, and then it can be played many times. And now I know that it all decodes okay. I don't need to log that every time to take that out. Now I need another method called show. And as I'm not quite sure if I can just DEM yeah, I'm not quite sure if this will work, so let's put the console log back in here. Or can I just put log? No, you have to spell it properly. Log. There you go, console log. Excellent. Item. So let's see if that works. Does not match end tag. Oh right, so there's a div there. So I've obviously opened a button, but not closed it. Oh. This show. Alright. Try doing that without. Ah, see, it was missing that thing on the end there. Let's put the item back in, although it might well send an event through anyway, but so I'm very new to Vue, so let's try how I'd expect it to work and see. Right, so now I need a QR code, which I just need to find my phone, not behind the screen. Okay. So rather than like taking a picture of a QR code, you could tap the QR code and then show it back to yourself later. Just do my normal search for QR codes. Well, there is this clock, which I thought was quite interesting. It shows different QR codes all the time, as you can see. And that's actually showing the time. And then we've got to copy and show. So I need to inspect, get the console up. Yeah, looks like it's passing that through. So that's brilliant. So when I'm showing the QR code, do I want to replace the screen or show it underneath? It'd be kind of cool to be able to have both. That way you could read QR codes and show QR codes at the same time, which might become important in the future. Okay, so now all I need is, so let's put it under here. I actually looked this up earlier. I think, was it this one? Oh yeah, here we go. So this is a QR code. QR code displays QR code based on Node QR. Brilliant. So install it, but obviously I'm going to use Yarn, so I'll just say obviously. Okay. Right, so Yarn. Let's use the N word. Feed. We've already got view. Don't need that again. And now we should be able to import it. So another component. And Copy and paste doesn't work exactly the same as I think it should. Anyway. And now we should be able to use it like this. Now, the width for me at the moment isn't that important, so I think I'll just leave that out. Hopefully it will just fill the available space, and this I want it to be the QR. So I need to add a QR here. And it's going to be a string, but it's not yet. And I only want this showing, so I can use the, I think it's VF, yeah, VF house. And this presumably is not, can read values, so if QR. And then all I need to do is set the QR code when I show it. So we know that's the item. Now this dot QR equals ITM, and two problems. Okay, let's see what these problems are, see if that fixes it. Oh, those, is that the two problems? In that case, let's just remove any complication. Maybe with love. I added the QR code here, and I said this dot item equals that. Seems right to me. Right now, oh right. So the value I'm probably never going to get used to this is QR. But then surely it would just show the text QR. Anyway, let's see. Right, there's maybe I didn't register the component properly. I think if it's a value, you need to have the might need to have that in there for some reason. Alright, here's view QR. That's imported from view QR, and QR is the code. That's what they're saying here anyway. But let's actually have a look at the source code. So source index. Yeah, name is QR. So I suppose that might be a problem with this. In which case, maybe I should get a well, we could try a different QR code reader. So I did a search. QR-view. Right, so let's see whether this one works. So before I added that, let's see if I can just remove it. And add this one. And then I'll replace the import. And replace the component. And replace the tag. And I prefer kind of using custom components with hyphens in it, because then you know it's not going to be overridden by the browser in the future. At least that's the promise they made a while ago. Oh, did I actually import it yet? Yeah, good. Right, so let's show the QR code. And see if it can re-show it back. Yep. Cool. So See, and there they are, and they're actually smaller than the original. I don't know if you can see that. The original has more segments, but it's displaying the same information presumably. I can test that out. With as you can see, I've installed it on the home page. There's like 3 of them. One's Firefox, Chrome, and Opera. I wouldn't have picked the Firefox one, so let's see. Actually, let's, because I updated the I can't remember what you call it now. There we go. So this has got a camera view. And point it at the screen. So you can, when to focus, and you can see that it's copied the data across. So I think actually underneath the QR code we should put the text that's actually in it. Maybe. Maybe not. Q. And see how that looks. So yeah, now it's got the text of the one that it's showing. So that you know what you're copying. I think this could be useful for like Authy apps, or sometimes you want to scan a QR code but you don't necessarily want to use that QR code right away. Like maybe a promotional offer, or there are reasons why sometimes you might want to save a QR code and use it later. This way you could save it and then read it from another app, and that would be useful too. So anyway, so I've added enough features for this episode, and next time maybe I'll add something that can cycle through all of the things you've copied, so you can copy them onto another app, and maybe utilize the information that you've collated. And of course, one thing I haven't done yet is deploy that. So that's going to deploy in its own time. And yeah, that's it from me. Okay, good luck with your Vue stuff, and don't forget to comment if you have any questions. Yeah, dislike if you can add a nice comment telling me why you don't like it, and that'd be cool too. Alright, and like if you do. If you understand everything, it's all clear. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe, that's crazy. Right. Oh, yeah, so I will add that to Git and put a Git link up soon.